Thank you, Agnes. So for the lump sum, already Agnes presented to you some quite useful information. What it is important is to have a look on all these links that are presented in the slides. You will find there really very useful information and detailed information needed when you will when you will prepare the proposal. But it is an aspect that, based on our experience, is not always very well understood by the applicants, and it is about this very strong correlation between the reporting periods, the pre-financing and interim payments, and the finalization of the work packages. So, as in all other projects, we have for the payments, one pre-financing, then interim payments at the end of each reporting period, and final payments of the balance. But the pre-financing, it is always related to with the number of the reporting periods. And if for one or two reporting periods, the pre-financing, it is quite comfortable, starting with the three reporting periods, the amount received, it is decreasing quite importantly. So that is why some interim payments might be necessary. What it is important for the lump sum, it is that the work packages are accepted and paid only when the activities are completed. So when you design the proposal, it is important to have in mind that a normal reporting period is about 18 months. Sorry, it's better now? Yeah. So when you design the proposal, please have in mind that a normal reporting period, it is about 18 months. And then, if it is necessary, split some work packages in order to allow interim payments during the lifetime of the project. So be very attentive and see how you distribute the work packages deliverables during the lifetime of the project. Then the next subject, it is related to the eligibility, who is eligible for funding. And of course, we have, first of all, the member states, including the overseas territories. Then we have the non-EU countries, first of all, the associated countries, and then we have the low and middle income countries. And Agnes already mentioned that you may find a detailed list with all these countries in the work program. And of course, we have other countries that are eligible when it is announced in the call, or may be exceptionally funded when their participation it is considered essential. And then we have the specific cases regarding the affiliated entities that are established in countries eligible for funding. We have the EU bodies, and we will speak immediately about the case of GRC. And we have the international organizations. And what it is important to know from the beginning is that the international European research organizations are eligible for funding, but the other international organizations are not directly eligible. So they might be eligible, for example, if they are located in the member states or associated country for funding for training and mobility actions, or when there is a special announcement in the call, or if their participation it is considered essential. Regarding the international cooperation, just to underline the additional eligibility criteria in the topic Heritage 5, where it is a specific request that the consortium must include at least 3 entities from at least one of the world regions identified. And here we speak about Africa, the Far East, Southeast Asia, or Latin America. Or we have another case of exceptional funding for a CSA, Heritage 7, where the legal entities established in non-associated third countries may exceptionally participate and can be beneficiaries, or affiliated entities are exceptionally eligible as well for funding. Then, as I mentioned, it is the case of the Joint Research Center. Joint Research Center may participate as a member in the consortium but they will not participate in the preparation and in the submission of the proposal. They might be associated uh, to the consortium on the moment of the grant agreement preparation. And here we would like to underline some topics where the participation of GRC it is allowed. So it is democracy 3, democracy 8 and 10. Then we have heritage 1 and then transformation 6, 8 and 9. And now a subject that it is quite a lot of interest, it is regarding the use of the generative artificial intelligence in proposal preparation. So we know that it is a it is a very much interest for everybody regarding this. And what it is important for you to know it is that in the forms you will find a disclaimer, and there you will see that the use of the artificial intelligence it is allowed, but you have to be very cautious and very careful when you use it. So, because the applicants are fully responsible for the content of the proposal, so it is very important to verify when you use it the accuracy, the validity, and the appropriateness of the content. Please be very, very careful because the artificial intelligence may reproduce text, substantiate text from different sources, and then it is a very big danger for you to be accused of plagiarism. Please be transparent when you use it and provide the list of sources used to generate the content. And also be aware about the limitation of the tools, including the biases, the errors, or the gap in knowledge. So use it, but be careful because it can create also a lot of problems. Just for your information, what is happening with this type of proposal, they are not penalized if they used the artificial intelligence, but of course, having in mind all these aspects. What is going on with the experts? So during the evaluation, they are also allowed to use it, but in a very limited way, maybe only for the side tasks, such collecting background information. But they are always biased by the confidentiality rules that are included in their contract when they sign the contract to become evaluators. So they are always responsible to respect the confidentiality and to ensure that the personal data are fully protected. So they are also informed about the breach of the possibility of the breach of the confidentiality and the measures that can be taken in case this confidentiality is not respected. So also when we instruct them, we also make them aware about the potential limitations like hallucinations and again biases. So just a few words regarding now the proposal evaluation. It's nothing new, but just one aspect to be underlined. So you know very well that after the admissibility and eligibility, the proposal it is evaluated usually by the 3 experts, and they follow a template when they perform this evaluation. The evaluation score is awarded for the 3 criteria: excellence, impact, and implementation. And each criterion is scored out of 5, using also 0.5 scores. And the threshold for individual score is 3. The overall threshold applying to the sum of the 3 individual scores will be then 10. But what it is important, the proposal that pass both the individual threshold and the overall threshold will be considered for funding, of course, within the limits of the available budget. And all the other proposals will be rejected. Proposals that are above the threshold are ranked according to their score, and there are also sometimes additional elements that might be considered if the call conditions foresee. And for the special case of the innovation action, it is weighting of the score for the impact, and then the proposal it is also scored. The other proposals are scored in the ranking list. So, last but not least, we know that you are here mainly for the next call and for your interest in the preparing proposals for this call. But please do not forget that you can be also invited to work together with us, also as experts, evaluators, experts monitor. Sometimes we are asking you for advice on scientific issues. So we are always looking for experts with extensive experience and proven domain knowledge. So you are kindly invited to register to act as experts evaluators or monitors. And also, please have in mind that each expert is acting in their individual capacity. So it's not representing necessarily the institution where they are working. And you have here in the slide the link to this portal where you can register. Also, it is important when you make the registration, please give detailed information regarding your experience, your publications, the languages you are speaking, in order to allow us to allocate you in the best way to the proposals to be evaluated or monitored. And last but not least, we have a last slide with some additional guidance, links to different sites where you can find help, or you can find some additional information, questions and answers, frequent questions and answers, research inquiry service, also some videos and webinars. And do not forget the help desk, because I think this is your main help during the preparation of the proposal. Thank you very much.